Hello everyone and welcome to my next presentation on Chinese characters. This one will be about the Chinese character rang. Rang in the fourth tone. And it is a verb and it means to let someone do something or to allow someone to do something or to allow for something to be happened. And it can be also, you can find it in combinations like rang lu, which means to give way to someone, to let someone, to basically to give way to someone. And learners of simplified Chinese characters might not recognize this one right away because this is the traditional version. The simplified version is written like this. I'm sorry if the writing is a little bit off, but it's a little bit difficult to do it on the tablet that I have. And as you can see, the traditional character has been greatly simplified into basically these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strokes. So this character is, both of them actually are divided into two parts. It is a phono-semantic compound, which means that the character comprises of one part which is pointing to the meaning of the character and one part which is pointing to the pronunciation. So the semantic part is this one over here, and it's pronounced yen, yen in the second tone, and its meaning is, because it is a standalone character as well, its meaning is words or someone's speech, and it points to the meaning of the character and might not be a very clear indication because, as I said, the meaning of the character as a whole is to let someone do something or to allow someone to do something, and this semantic element means words. But many Chinese characters that have an abstract meaning do have this element in them pointing to the meaning. So whenever you see this element, this yen, expect that the character is going to have an abstract meaning. Not always, but it happens quite often. And the right part over here, this whole business to the right, this is pronounced xiang. So hard on this tablet. Xiang. And the meaning of it is to assist, to help someone do something. And of course, the meaning of this element has nothing to do with the pronunciation of with the meaning of the character as a whole. But as you can see, the final of this syllable is yang, and the final of the character as a whole is ang. So even though it's not a perfect match, it points to the pronunciation of the character as a whole. It's not a perfect match now, but when this character was created a long time ago, the pronunciation, I'm guessing, the pronunciation of this element over here was much closer to the pronunciation of the character as a whole. Let me just clear this up. If you look at the simplified character, this element over here, this whole thing, is also the phonetic element of the simplified character and is pronounced shang in the fourth tone. And this is a much better phonetic element, mainly because the character is much younger than the traditional one. Because if you look at the final over here, which is ang, and you look at the final of the character as a whole, which is also ang, you realize that it's a perfect match when it comes to the final. The initials are different. It is sh in this case, and it is r in this case, but put all together, when you see this element over here and you know that this is pronounced yang or that this is pronounced shang, that's perfectly enough when it comes to Chinese characters, at least for the Chinese people to know what this character actually represents. So let me show you how to write this character. The simplified one is very easy. You just do the simplified version of the yin, and then you do the shang, which is like this, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strokes. The traditional one is much more difficult, and so the left part is pretty easy, the yin. But then this whole xiang thing is quite complicated because, well, I'm going to show you what the problem is. So you first start again from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. These two mouths, you first do the left one, then the right one, again following the rules of how to write Chinese characters. You first complete the whatever is on the left, and then you continue to the right. And now is this little sort of tic-tac-toe thing over here. You first do the 2 horizontal strokes. So first the top one, then the bottom one, and then you don't finish. You don't do the third one. You do the 2 vertical ones, and then you do the big one, the big horizontal one. The reason for that is that this tic-tac-toe thing in the middle is a standalone element, and this long horizontal line, this hung stroke, belongs to whatever continues beneath it. It's getting a little bit messy, so let me clear that up. And it's basically this whole element: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let me do the whole thing again. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 strokes compared to 5 in the simplified character. One thing that I would like to tell you over here, just to look out for, is that this sort of little hook over here is 1 stroke like this. It's not 1, 2, so it's only 1 stroke. And this element over here, you don't write it like this, but you write it like this. So first the short one, the pie stroke, and then the big na stroke. So that's it for this character. Quite complicated to write when it's the traditional character. The simplified one is very easy. Hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I'll see you in the next one.